we go. Let's see if that works here. Yeah. Sorry about that. I was trying to fix something. There we go. Okay, that's better. Let's go ahead and submit a few of these.
Units received. Units received.
Right. There we go. Beautiful. There we go. Okay. I know I submitted this link on YouTube or on Tumblr, but I have absolutely no idea if anyone I know is going to do it. So feel free to comment if I know who you are. Let me know if there's anything you would like to see in particular. I know that there is a lot to see in doing this game, so I'm not going to hold it against anyone if everyone stays silent. I have YouTube up in my computer as well, so if you'd like to use the chat there, please feel free. I've already discovered those. Mining beam, not the bolt caster. Yes, Sentinel, I mined that. Shoot. Nice for those things. I think I forgot to charge up my life support. No, it's so good. There's a lot you have to remember on a game like this, unfortunately, but it's so fun. Oh, very nice. Signal scanner. Actually, let me see if I can craft one of those scanning. Bypass chip, that's what I need. This is an interesting little piece of technology. I can use these signal scanners to find nearby locations without having to trek aimlessly around. I want to go ahead and find a colonial outpost, so let's see what the nearest one is. Oh, a manufacturing facility. Yeah, that's pretty far. 13-minute walk. Let's see if there's anything else. I would like to keep making bypass chips and see what else is out there that's close by. And apparently, as long as you have the resources, you can use the bypass chips to scan for more. Monoliths are alien ruins. Transmission. Local transmission station. And then a shelter. Let's try the shelter. Hopefully that one will be a little closer. Drop pod. Actually, that's not that bad. If I go to the drop pod, it'll actually hold an inventory upgrade for my exosuit. An additional inventory slot. So that's pretty good. And yeah, I do have a jetpack. I can't use it too much. If I go too high, I'll fall and I'll get falling damage. So even though the shields protect against that, I would rather not have that annoyance. This is an interesting piece of alien technology. This is a knowledge zone. You can learn words from alien languages from these things. It's very nice. Because when you interact with aliens, you'd like to understand what they're saying, wouldn't you? I know I certainly would after interacting with all the aliens I have already. Again, for anyone who has just arrived, welcome to the channel. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, go ahead and leave them in either the chat box or anything else, and I will try my best to answer you. Or maybe even show you. Show you. I'm not much of a conversationalist, but I'll try to make it entertaining for you. There's another knowledge zone. I always try to make a detour for these things. I'm using this here. Oh, jeez. Thank you. I do still beg your pardon. I'm always self-conscious to some degree. Still, it's nice to have that particular sort of feedback. I do appreciate it. I need to be careful around here. I don't sense any animals on the scanner, which is both a relief and a disappointment. I'm trying to scan for all the animals on the planet. But it's nice to know there isn't anything hostile around. Could have sworn I just heard an animal cry. Everything here is in this game is procedurally generated, from the animals to the planets to the plants. And from what I understand, the animal cries, the animal noises are also procedurally generated, which is very impressive. So, all the work must have probably just come from all the algorithms that programmers had to put in. It's a lot of extra math that I'm thankful I didn't have to worry about. At least everything translates well into the visual side of things. Looks like I just arrived at my next way station. basically your save points. And here is our drop pod. How much the inventory upgrade here is. There we go. 2,000, 20,000. 20,000 units I've got. More than enough. There we go. Now I can carry more useless junk. No, there's a use for everything that I've found so far. Whether it's to sell back or to power up my suits and ship's subsystems. Let's see about any animals that might be around. Nothing picking up on the scanners. Again, both a relief and a disappointment. I'm not even sure how the gravity is supposed to do that. Of course, this is a different universe than our own, so science as we know it need not apply. I've already scanned that. You can tell if you've already scanned something by the little green dot right there at the bottom. If you haven't scanned it already, the dot will be red instead. And those are the animals I'm looking for. Suit power, 50%. And when I say there's a use for everything, there is a use for everything. Life support requires red isotope elements. Thankfully, everything's color-coded. So I've used part of my plutonium reserves. And apparently good news for me. Plutonium is not harmful to me thanks to the protections of my suit. So, very good win for me. I just suppose more intense radiation, like from other planets, will cause havoc with my suit environment system. Yes, naturally occurring element, gold. You can find it here, or you can find crystals. I should probably demonstrate. You can mine elements like so. And gold is... it's not like... whoops. Oh, jeez. Okay. Yeah, you have to be careful of the sentinels, or else they're going to get all hostile and violent on you. So that was my own fault. Thankfully, I stopped before it got any worse. Let's quit while we're ahead and keep going toward that manufacturing facility. Actually, that's a very, very important landmark. You actually get new technology, especially the important stuff, by finding them in the manufacturing facilities. So, I know it's a bit of a walk, and I don't mind at all. Hey, there's some more animals that I know for a fact that I haven't scanned. And I'm not even sure if I can scan them from this distance. I don't think I can. Actually, these flying creatures are the most difficult things to scan in the entire known universe. So what I'm going to do... I know this probably isn't the best thing to do here, but I'm going to go ahead and shoot one of them down. try to. Probably would be better if I got up closer. I think the mining laser might actually be a bit better. Too closely into the sun here. Alright, let's try the non-violent approach again. Just doesn't like me. Throughout my entire exploration, these flying enemies have become the most annoying things ever procedurally generated. There we go. I apologize, little flying animal, but I really need to see if I can find your corpse so I can scan it. The only bad part about a heavily floral environment is figuring out where your prey landed. Oops, you're not it. Chances are I won't be able to find it now. I would think, even though I shot it down, the biological scanner would be able to show me. Let's try this one more time before I just give up. There has to be an easier way to scan these things. Really don't see. Maybe if I do this. Yeah, it's a little easier. Should be a little easier. Scanning it like this.
Life support power low.
Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and take back off toward the manufacturing facility. In all honesty, I'm not going to waste everyone's time trying to scan something that isn't going to scan. Hopefully they'll fix that in the patch. But actually, did I find? There was something that was amazingly similar to a knowledge stone icon. I'm not going to worry about it too much. There are always more in the universe. And believe me, it's a very big universe. Hopefully you all will be able to stick around and let me show you the space travel side of this game. This is just as well thought out as the planetary generation side of things. It looks to me that there are 4 different colors of elements. There are the red isotopes, which are used to power things like life support, ship engines, things like that. That's what your plutonium's for. Then there are oxides, which are yellow. Those are very important for your protective systems, shields, environment protection, things like that. Then you have your silicates, which are mostly used for crafting. Those are blue. And then your greens, which are neutral, things like gold, which are also probably used for crafting, and you can also sell them as well. Very good way to earn units. See, this is something I find very amusing. Platinum comes from a plant. Oh, it would if my inventory wasn't filled. Might be able to send some of these to the ship. I'm going to go ahead and send the gold to the ship. There we go. You can't retrieve anything from the ship right now because it's out of range, but that's my current ship. Nice little upgrade from my first ship. So I have a good bit of inventory. And here's my multi-tool. I can still upgrade it if I wish. And then I just grab platinum from a platinum flower. It's really amusing to me. Certain plants have certain elements. There's a plant that gives you zinc, which is probably designed to help recharge your environmental shields in a pinch. Geez, another drop pod. I'm going to be able to get in full inventory right here. Oh. Maybe, maybe not. I might be able to upgrade my suit further. If there are any of my friends from Tumblr on here right now, you go ahead and let me know so I know who the heck I'm talking to. But if not, if you're just here for the entertainment value, such as it is, I'll be understanding there too. There's another suit upgrade. Carry more useless junk. Which is good because I'm the pack rat both in this game and in others. I think I'll go ahead and recharge my mining tool. I was just there. See, I do tend to ramble on a little bit.
Technology recharge.
Go ahead and recharge my plasma launcher a little bit as well. Plasma grenades are useful in a pinch. Speaking of recharging, I should probably get some more plutonium. Probably a good bit underground. Let's go ahead and hop down in here. Welcome to the cave. I love how these are also procedurally generated. Just the beauty of it is actually amazing. Oh, hey, Kay. Very good to see you. Even if you're just text. Looks like there's no platinum down here, unfortunately, so let's go ahead and shoot back up here. I am so glad they gave me a jetpack from the start. Whoops. Hello. Okay, I did discover you already. Little critters. Yeah. I was lucky to find this planet in order to invite people to see what's going on here. Otherwise, it'd just be... Actually, the last planet I was on, it was not only a radiation planet, but also the Sentinels were hostile. I mean, all they had to do was see you and they'd start attacking, so that was not so fun. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to jetpack around this way. So... Ooh, there's one I haven't seen yet. Could have sworn I saw it. Ah. It's a different evolution of the same creature. That's good. So really, it looks like I'm only missing that flying creature I almost decided to shoot all of them. Pretty annoying things. And then there's one more, probably another flying creature, with my luck. Makoto, I am not. My luck tends to be rather neutral in these cases. So I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. Is that the one I'm missing? Yes. So really, the only one that I'm missing the scan for is that stupid flying creature that I couldn't find the body of. I can feed creatures? That's new. Go ahead and get some carbon, see if I can actually do that. That would be amazing. Hold still. Aw. Okay, that was cute. You know, that gives me an idea. Those hostile creatures that tend to give you trouble on other planets, they are very hostile hunter-like creatures that will accost you if you let them. Chances are, if I feed them, it might actually placate them. That's actually a good strategy for me to use next time. That's very useful information. See, this isn't just a game of self-discovery. It's also, you're discovering everything you can do as you go along. It's an absolute thrill. I'm probably going to be playing this game for a long time, even after I reach the center of the universe, which is apparently highly encouraged by the game itself. But it's not restricting you in your own movements. Arrive. 2 minutes. 55 seconds. If I so choose. I'll get my thamium. Thamium's actually very important for one of my ship's drives, so I want to make sure I keep a healthy supply. some platinum too. Again, that's very thrilling. I had an encounter, a very unfortunate encounter on another planet where one of the more violent animals actually killed me for my first time, so chances are that probably happened to a lot of people. So, okay, getting close to the manufacturing facility. I just love being able to see these distances. Gives you a whole idea of the scope of this entire game. Speaking of the scope, those 3 are other planets you can actually fly to. Planets, moons, you name it. I've yet to find anything else as far as celestial bodies go. I'm sure they're out there. I'm sure there are a whole lot of experimenters out there too. See if they fly into the sun, if they actually can do that. That's not actually part of my itinerary, so you don't have to worry about that. Looks like all the animals are going dormant with it being effectively dusk. There's another beacon down there. Oops. So my descent. I think I'm getting better hang at this than originally. Falling damage. That was my best friend during my first opening hour playing this game. Procedural generation, how I adore the floating debris. Oh, I'm not questioning it. There's bound to be some flaws in a game like this, right? After 10 minutes of listening to me ramble, we finally made it to the manufacturing facility. Okay. Now, the key to the manufacturing facility is basically cracking it open. You have to just bust through the door, which is going to attract the ire of the Sentinels either way. The best thing to do for that is crack it open with plasma launcher. There we go. And dash in, and it will deactivate the alert once that happens. Now let's see what we can get. Interloper visual detection. That's the advantage of knowing the language. Cut the camera feed. That will give you a hint to the right answer. And I've just learned a very important recipe. That is actually a component of a component for the hyperdrive fuel module. So now actually that's going to be a lot cheaper than buying it off of the trade depot. which is what I did before. So let's go ahead and recharge life support.
Technology recharge.
Can always use carbon in a pinch.
Recharge.
Thankfully, if you don't have any plutonium, you can always grab some more carbon. And here, these encyclopedias are also good sources for words in alien languages. This stock transfer check gives us more units. So basically, buildings like this are our sources for treasure. Is that a sentinel angry with me, or... Yeah. Looks like he's just chilling out there, so I'm not going to spend too much time making it wonder. And actually... Ah, here we go. This useful little piece of technology is a starship call device, I guess I'll call it. And of course I do not have any platinum to create a bypass chip. So what I will do instead, plutonium. Mine some plutonium first. Big ones are worth 100. So I will use that. There we go. Let the sentinels worry about that. Whoops, hit the wrong button. I can craft and install technologies that way. And hitting another button will let me construct products, as they say. I will use this bypass chip to call my spaceship to my current location. These aren't everywhere, but they're in just enough places where it's rewarding to know exactly how to call it back. Alright. Let's go ahead and take off. I'm done here for now, so let's go ahead and find another planet to explore. Let's go ahead and just engage the pulse drive. Lift off. Actually, better idea. Slow it down a little bit. I'm going to show you there we go. Let's go visit the space station. So you all can see the importance of the pulse drive. And the thamium actually powers that. I'm going to go ahead and charge it up. I still can. Let's go ahead and slow it down. Sometimes you have to reorient yourself. Especially if there are several other locations landmarked. Thankfully, when you get close, you don't have to do anything to slow down. It'll slow down on its own. Okay. So We still don't want to crash into the space station, do we? All we have to do is go into this little tractor beam. Here we are at the space station. I understand there are space stations in each system, so there's always a nice little hub for you to report to. Looks like the entries on the right-hand side are where you go to trade in items. This thing, this gentleman, I suppose, is a Viking. I've already interacted with him, so if I want to interact more with him, I can trade him 20 carbon. Actually, I don't think I have 20 carbon. Just iron and some plutonium. This is the trading terminal. If I want to sell items or buy items, you can really make a lucrative going at it as a trader, especially if you want to sell all this aluminum. But I still need it, so I'm not going to sell it just yet. I'll go ahead and sell the platinum though. Let's just gather it. I think the starred items are the ones that sell for the most. Favored items, as they say. I don't think I need the cryonite, so I'll just go ahead and sell that and get some extra units. I don't know where I got the Heridium from. I'll keep the zinc in case the next planet is a little more hostile to my personal health. I don't think I need a fascination bead yet.
Units received. Units received.
That's actually good to know. The zinc, chrysonite, power canisters, sac venom. It's good to know that these things are marked with favored items, in case you really want to make a go of it as an intergalactic trader. Let's see what items they're offering. Doesn't look like anything that I would be able to find a use for. I mean, I could use suspension fluid, but now that I have the recipe for it, those are extra units I can save. Okay. I'll go ahead and keep the iron for now. We should be okay for now. Another nice thing about the space stations is that you can actually buy new ships if you can afford them. Some of these ships are really interesting looking. Ships are probably procedurally generated too. Let's go ahead and take a look at the starship. I actually don't think that it's much better than mine. Yeah. I'm personally looking at inventory slots because that actually tells you what sort of items not only you can install, but actually how much cargo you can hold. And you can install as much as you want, it's just that it's going to limit your cargo space, which is kind of why I'm being so conservative with my ship right now. So, these ship designs are really cool. And I've seen many different sizes of ship. That looks That's pretty much an obvious cargo ship. Wait for it to stop. I'm just curious how big this actually is. 32 slots. Looks like the bigger the ship, the more weighty the price. So, yeah, I'm not able to afford that nice little bit of cargo storage. I thought that was my ship. Sorry, buddy. Looked just like mine. It's right there. So let's go ahead. Well, wait a minute. Is my hyperdrive so good? Yeah, it's good. Okay. I think I'll go ahead and launch to the next system. You get to see the star map. All of these stars are explorable. All of them. Just being able to chart a course and explore everywhere. Discovery status unknown. I think I'll go ahead and do a warp that way. Driving the shield. This game never fails to impress me. It's going to take a little while, not that, to load up the star system for a destination. There we go. Got some incoming ships. Got another milestone accomplishment. That's amazing. Let's go ahead and do a system scan.
Navigational data received.
The Atlas. Oh dear. Find us. Hear us. Well. He who dares wins, I suppose. Whoops. That was kind of scary. I suppose in this universe, hitting someone right in the middle of your pulse jump doesn't completely disrupt your physical matter. Very bad thing. Hostile subspace scan.
Warning. Threat detected. Hostile ships approaching.
Well, it looks like we got pirates on approach. Whoops. Where are you? Right there. Alright. You asked for it. I don't think so, buddy.
Hostile ships defeated.
Well, that was exciting. Now let's go ahead and recharge our shields. I've got plenty of iron, so let's go ahead and use that first. Instead of using the more valuable items. Alright, let's go back towards this monolith. Okay. It looks like our descent into the planet is going smoothly. We've got some water here, at least some form of liquid. Good chance of zoological elements in that water. Pardon me. That's the thing about finding animals. You gotta look everywhere. If there are any other points of interest en route to the monolith, good scan on occasion will let us know. We're trading outposts. Anything else? I thought it'd be a little simpler to get to the monolith, but it looks like we just have a few more tens of seconds. Looks like this planet's actually pretty barren. Not many signs of plant life. It's probably all underneath the water or liquid. There we go, slow it down. There's the monolith. Let's go ahead and initiate landing sequence. There we go. Planet, I'm not even going to pronounce that. Okay. I swear I don't know how they procedurally generate the names of these places. But it's a good thing we can rename them ourselves. Oh, I didn't say that. Oh, we can rename planets ourselves. Systems and planets. I'm kind of going on a Greek mythology kick. So, not even mythology, but Greek history. I'm not even sure what to rename this. I'm just going to go ahead and do an ancient city, Babylon. Hopefully they won't mistake it for Babylon 5.
Units received. Units received.
I'm not in the mood to rename that. I'm not going to rename it. So, no signs of life on this planet. Yeah, discoveries are the main source of uploads and units.
Life support power low.
Okay, so this is monolith that we need to scan. The monolith stands silent on the planet's surface. It does not belong here. Neither do I. There is a shimmer, and then the vision of the red orb returns, the Atlas. It speaks to me again. Again I feel the half elation, half terror that I have met my creator. The Atlas offers me guidance, purpose, meaning, significance in an uncaring galaxy. All I must do is follow its path and its orders. I'll go ahead and believe the Atlas's promise because I have no other choice. So code, strings of numbers, and then a bizarre structure. I feel sure conviction that great power awaits me if I travel to this distant place. And it gifted me a warp cell. Apparently it really wants me to go to this place. Go ahead and learn another Viking word. The more we know, the less likely I'm able to make a wrong choice in the future. Okay. Oops. You go in the ship, you leave the ship. In or out, in or out. Okay. Let's go ahead and use the warp cell.
Technology recharge.
At least I don't have to make another one. Lemium? Use extensively in starship freighter construction due to its sheer strength. I might be able to sell that for a pretty penny, because I'm not entirely certain I need it for any crafting purposes. I think I got that when I shot down that pirate. Okay. So where exactly are we going? Let's go ahead and escape the atmosphere. Engage pulse jump. I'm not sure if I want to actually do that. Let's go ahead and scan. What the? Abandoned building detected. That's on the other planet, though. Wait a minute. Rare technology available. You say rare technology. I say, let's go. Good thing about rare technology is that I can always use it. Can't we all use rare technology in our starships? In all honesty, why does it take 5 minutes when I was supposed to be there in 2 seconds? So I'm going to lift back out of the atmosphere and try to be a little more... There we go. For some reason, the atmosphere of the planet makes it a little more difficult for me to fly this fast. Probably because of air friction or some other thing in physics that I honestly don't know about because I didn't study physics. And then again, I'm talking about a game engine, so does it really matter? You see where my mind goes, Kay? I think of actual legitimate physics in a game world. It's just silly. Entry. sequence. And here we are. Looks like I landed at the best place possible, right there at the transmitter. There's a cargo drop there. This is essentially a treasure chest. It's very colorful. It's very diverse. I'm as impressed with it as you are. I mean, it's not just... and you're looking through your visor, of course, but there's also so much. This isn't... I mean, there's no limit to the amount of colors on the planets that I've already been to. Just a sense of discovery. I mean, everywhere you look, it's impressive. The sky, the distant planet, it's everywhere we explore. Okay, I really need to find the entrance to this thing. It's right there. Oh, right, the abandoned building. This has been attacked by an unknown alien entity. Thankfully, it's not hostile to me yet, but it's definitely caused its share of damage. Just the sense of mystery you experience with a place like this. Not just with discovering new things on the planets, but finding these... It looked like a wound on the world, crimson and ragged-edged, like something that once lived, but was torn asunder. I should have stayed away. Had I the senses to taste the air of this planet, I imagine it would have reeked with some kind of alien fetor. But nothing could stall my curiosity. Was it dead? Where I touched it, the surface was moist and yielding. It seemed to become mottled then, crawling on a mat of slow cilia, moving from me. I should have left it alone. Let's go ahead and unlock the data log. Something that has been left behind that will aid me on my journey. Aeration membrane. Oh, aquatic turning into Elmer Fudd. It's an aquatic respiration aid. Jeez. You'll get used to my voices around here. The more you watch me play these things. Maybe I should do voices. It might be a bit more entertaining for everybody. Yeah. Swim underwater for extended periods. That is actually very useful. I've been finding myself going up for oxygen more than once. So, that's a very useful bit of technology there. Like, I've yet to find a piece of useless technology. Some added plutonium. Or nothing sometimes. Sometimes you get a little bit of a disappointment. First aid kit. I think that's basically everything there is in here. Go ahead and double check before I depart. Shield recharge. Okay. I think that's everything.
Life support power low.
Whoops. I keep forgetting to recharge my life support. You don't need to do that unless you're on a planet. So, ship inventory. Go ahead and... Looks like I've got some Thamium 9 in my inventory. I'll go ahead and use that.
Technology recharge.
Probably not the wisest course, but... in there. Waypoint signal received. Save progress sector. Destiny lies in the beyond. Looks like I can open the galactic map to go elsewhere. In all honesty. Okay, looks like my launch thruster energy has been kaput. Go ahead and use some of my excess plutonium.
Technology recharge.
Yeah, for some reason it just doesn't want to
Technology recharge.
launch me into the air more than 4 times in one bit there. Oh, I forgot, I need warp cells for fueling that. Oh, let's go ahead and get out of the planet now. Let me see. I'm actually curious about how many planets are in this system. I already uploaded that. Go ahead and upload this waypoint here. That one was undiscovered, so let's go ahead and go there and see if there's any difference. Why is that thing coming up? Let's just make... I'd be worried if there was a meteor headed right toward me. Looks like we're going to be at that planet in about 45 seconds. Waiting on that, I can actually said there's one where all information. Yeah, there are some things that I haven't uploaded. I didn't want to spam everybody with uploads, but the more units I can actually obtain, the more I can actually spend. Spamming discovery uploads is not something I'm too keen on doing right at the moment. I can do that after everyone has exited. I do want to see what kind of planet this is. From a distance, it looks like it might be a frozen tundra-like planet. Might just be the clouds, though. Well, it looks like snow to me. Could be wrong. That looks like a nice little facility. It's not snow, it's desert, so it might be a scorched planet. Oh, desert planet. Sentinels are standard. Flora is high. Fauna are... What did it say? Didn't stay up too long, did it? Fauna, deficient. Which means there isn't any. So this desert planet doesn't really have many zoological finds. Let's go ahead and discover this waypoint. And it may seem like there's a lot of the same thing going on, and I do have to somewhat agree with you. But there are notable differences between the planets, like I said. As you can see, on the lower left corner of the screen, the red heat protection gauge is slowly going down. On a desert planet, that is standard. You know, you have major differences in temperature and radiation, so, and also toxicity. Okay, it looks like this. Okay. Oh, nice. Looks like we found ourselves a multi-tool tech node. Those are the main sources of new tech. So it's nice to have one in this little way station. Okay, let's go ahead and scan this observatory. Might be able to find something of use. And of course, these are number puzzles. Thankfully, this is fairly simple. It's just taking the left number and putting it on the right side. So it will be 0592. Not only are new locations discovered through using observatories like that.
Incoming storm.
Sandstorm. But also, your standing with the other alien races increases. So, that's nice. And over there, most of the doors are actually locked. You actually have to proceed through other portions of the journey. So actually, wow, the storm is actually depleting my temperature protection faster than just regular temperatures. So I'd say let's go ahead and stay in here for now. I'm going to go ahead and discover another Viking ruin. I knew I should have turned off my phone. Oh well. I think that calls for me anyway. It's important I'll call my cell phone. That will be the only other location I'll worry about for the moment. Another set of caves over there. As large as these worlds are, you can find no shortage of items to discover. I can't help but find that to be extremely impressive. That is actually very useful to have, this little ruined shelter. Go ahead and get this knowledge stone. Go ahead and get this Viking flag activated. The memories of a long-deceased tribe of Viking warriors flows from the stone marker, forming into a ghostly essence that fills me with wisdom. The Book of Herrick speaks to the rise of the travelers. They shall ascend, delving into the boundless void. The Viking shall not impede their ascent, for the travelers must prevail. So decrees the word of Herrick. This is interesting. My knowledge of the Viking increases. I learned the Viking word for unacceptable.
Thermal protection falling. Temperature levels stabilizing.
One of those things where, yes, it might be important to learn what is unacceptable in that culture.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
Okay, good. I'm not going to stick around to see most of it anyway.
Extreme night temperature detected.
An entirely different weather hazard. I think I'm... Let's go ahead. Whoops. I didn't even notice that small moon right there. Oops. Let's be careful with the large capital ships. Oops. And a little more careful with the asteroid that just gifted me a good chunk of thallium. Let's see.
Orbital station coordinates received.
Anomaly detected. There's an Atlas interface in that system right there. Okay, this should be interesting. I don't think I'm able to warp two systems at once. Well, maybe. Too far to jump. Okay, it looks like I'm going to have to find the closest system. Alright, I'll go to this one. I was just there. I don't think I've actually explored every single planet there. Alright, go ahead and sub to you. Once I'm done with this.